Yep.
They went for the SB, and this is a classic MVP lineup. With those 4 fighting lineups, you're not going to farm, so where you're going to get your gold? Track kills. So Bounty just rounds their lineup well.
They have no lane support at all. Like, the safe lane will be pretty vulnerable.
Do they need lane support? They're just going to run at you.
Yeah, they will run at you, but if OG can weather the storm, then their safe lane is going to have huge problems. But that's also why they pick Faces Void, because Faces Void can definitely sustain himself in the safe lane.
Do you think that's how it's going to be, Andy, for MVP? Are they going all in with this early aggression? And
yeah, absolutely. I mean, their heroes aren't necessarily good at breaching.
The Bat Rider, like Napalm's going to be a huge issue, not to mention the last pick, Timbersaw. I think this is kind of an ideal Timbersaw game. Maybe not as many strength.
The contest for the top rune, the Iron Shell's already up. MVP's going to go in. Dubu, heavy damage early on, but the double Iron Shell putting down Fly. The first one drop is going to be SB, a 1-for-1 trade-off. But really, MVP, have you bitten off more than you can chew? Femi has to make a run for this as the bounty hunter. He can't go in for another 5 seconds. But
Trigger's okay, but he has no easy way to get rid of the sticky napalm.
Top rune, Iron Shell's going to prep up. What's the bet? It's going to be a bounty rune only, so no big damage from a crit. Didn't actually boulder out. The SB's on his way in. It's a long charge back underneath the tier 1 tower, but it's already done. The Darkseer finds the extra kill. And Dubu will... It's a little bit further over on the Radiant side.
He's maxed out, Shane. Or he's maxing out.
Top lane, Notel might be in trouble here. It's a double Iron Shell maneuver, but they've already used their charge. So Notel can spin back underneath this tier 1 tower in safety.
I also like how OG snagged up the jug immediately in the second phase. He's like one of the few safe laners that can actually deal with this charge.
Oh, the sentry, they're gonna trigger the dust. Secondary sentry being planted, but overcomes QR. Big damage on the fly, has to self-disrupt, but that damage a miracle with the chronosphere just on the edge. They need to bring down one, but who are they gonna get? QR is slow, so is Fly. Q will be the first to fall. Femi is the return damage. They need Miracle as well. Miracle, no more one-charges left with a tip and chain. The damage is huge. You need a time look, and there it is. But there's still no follow-up. Not until OG bring in the reinforcements. It's Moon joining the fight. The Shark comes there. No time walk for 3 seconds. And 3 seconds is too long. Miracle will get a double kill. 4 kills in total now for OG. Do you try and build damage on this Faceless Void? You're not just a big controller. Femi's dead. Sentry Ward to drop. There's no escaping from this. Perfect stuns. And the Bounty Hunter will fall. It at least allows MP to back up before he gets killed.
Yeah, regarding the Faceless Void, the level 1 time dilation is pretty good versus Bat Rider. In terms of item builds, he doesn't really have that much to play around with. Going for the Vlads, in case they do win the team fight, they can get Roche and 5x the value.
SB charging in on Miracle. QO managed to dodge a lot of Miracle's abilities, so the charge in, they need the extra badges. MP will arrive 2 times dilation, causing real legit for Miracle. The extra damage from the wall, reactive armor, it's a lot of life, but not enough. A level 3. Sure can talk.
Bloodstone, but perhaps getting this game to deal with, it's pretty much just the Ion Shell, I'd say.
Seems like also the team's preparing for a harder fight. It's a Vlad's build over on the Void. QO able to Phantom Strike away. Support's rotating down as Dubu and Forev. They're charging in now. Notel's the primary target. He's still got Omni Slash available, but the charge will connect. Dubu now bailing out as Miracle jumps up higher, looking for the kill on Dubu. Gonna find Forev there too. Remember, there is no mech yet up for MVP, so don't want to have a full-on team fight. But Nightshade of Moon, this may be an easier target. But SB, he couldn't get himself out of the Firefly. Miracle's still here. They're gonna dust over on Femi, slow him down. Miracle tries to rip him up. Time dilation to a double chronosphere. Hold him there. QO can't really help out just yet. While the rest of OG back 3-man wall. Forev keeps them out. They need more damage to even just kill off Moon. At least they got a couple of OG illusions to help them out. As Miracle still looks to clear. Notel starts his spin up. No mana for an Omni Slash, but it won't matter. They have enough AoE damage. Fly getting ripped apart by still the Darkseer illusions. Femi forced up north. There's a double kill now for Miracle. Again, the bleeding starts. And Timbersaw's enjoying it. They go back through the wall. Dubu, charge on forward, hits all 3. Notel into the spin, crit slow. Dubu with the Nether Strike. He's able to pick up the Earth Spirit. Forev once more. Another Iron Shell, another surge. QO, do you really want to break this close? Miracle's going to find himself a haste rune on the top river. Dubu with the bash into a follow-up charge for the Omni Slash. Notel puts the Spirit Breaker down. Femi's looking for more, but Miracle, he's just too quick and too armored. They'll back up to the tier 1 tower. Dusted up just like he is now on the bottom lane. Crit, there is a charge coming in from the Spirit Breaker. Femi needs to survive. In comes Dubu. Can he create the space? Nope, the Magnetize's already finished the job. Another back inning of a Miracle with a Timber Chain. He goes through Dubu and Forev. There is going to be enough damage to get another revenge kill here. Miracle just keeps going and going. Forev will drop as well. Miracle racking up 8 out of the 50.
kills in a Chronosphere. Well, MVP, they scan under the dire T1 tower and the scan hits. And I don't know if they're expecting the smoke right now, but MVP are up that hill.
OG are expecting it because they had 3 observer wars to see all the initiation. The charge keeping Notal back. So we actually have a split fight. Crit went in. The Dubu held everyone else out, but now Timberchain, a back 3-man wall. The Chakram's out of position. They still need more damage. Only the Earth Spirit has died so far for MVP. And MP time walks away, back away from the wall. Not a lot of mana for OG to really work with here. And QR! He goes in through the back lines, finds the Batrider, keeps the Stifling Dagger out. He's trying to pick the good fights, but Miracle still huge amounts of damage. Febby has to play elusive, and in comes QO. Another crit. Fly will drop. He went for the aggressive disruption on QO to try and buy some space. Now it's Notal on the charge. Back in again. And MVP. They're finding huge kills, especially with such a huge event. Miracle, very far out. He does not have a lot of friends around here. Probably a lot of confidence as well. With that Desolator flying in for QO, now for Rev back, charge, time dilation, they really want him. Fly still too far away, the Darksteel wall will drop, Miracle's alive, Dubu a little bit deeper, Fly, not a healthy man, now the Omni Slash onto MP and Dubu, but MP took the entire brunt of it. Until then, they move on to the Spirit Breaker. Febby on the retreat, they slow down Miracle with the Stifling Dagger, the kick flies forward, gonna miss QO. Stay safe on the high ground, but then QO, the dust comes out from Moon, QO dragged back by the lasso, he needs someone to jump to, but while he's silenced, he doesn't have it. Febby stays close enough, up on the high ground, Miracle forward, Chakram's on cooldown, he slices up the Phantom Assassin, Febby's still on the run, but Miracle, he was looking for Rev. So Febby is away. OG leaving Miracle on the back lines. Puts Moon to the front lines. They actually put the Gem and True Sight now over on him, and they jump on Crit. They're looking for a 3-man kick. Crit might have created the space for Miracle to do some lifting with the lasso. They hold MP there. He can't time walk away. He can't chrono. It makes a 1-for-1 trade-off. Febby also no way out. QO will TP. Barely in the nick of time. 2-for-1 trade-off. MVP should be counting their lucky stars. They get away with only 2 deaths. But now OG to make a break for Roshan. The healing ward's available, so this should be easy for him.
And Batrider recovered the gem, and yeah, Crit might be 0 and 6, but it doesn't really matter. He got a 3-man stun right there, and the more important part is they're putting Faces Void in a really difficult position. Like, he doesn't want a Chrono with solo Earth Spirit. He doesn't want a Chronosphere to Timbersaw, who's out in front, but they don't have vision in the back.
They're coming to contest, but Miracle's gonna break the smoke. He was waiting for this smoke maneuver. And he's the man who's probably the tankiest of all of OG. They come in and the whoa! He got 3 on the cliff! Dubu will charge up with the Dark Sea and back. Dubu wants Fly and he'll get him. Now QO jumps up, Trump battle up against Notal. The Chakra from Miracle trying to help out his core. It won't be enough. QO finds another. Now the Phantom strike down. Over towards Crit as well. QO, he's so low on life. He'll go down. OG, they were contested. Chris on a healthy man. MP with the help of the bounty. They find that kill. Miracle now time lock in the river. Chrono is still available. Time walk up, they could do it. Roshan only at 1/3 of I say that when he's still so far in front of the net worth, but Miracle now caught out in the tree line. The charge forward with the time lock. They need a hold, and they bring him down. Huge amount of money. They move on the Crit. QO's already got 890 gold and Notal locked in. Crit wants to run away, but he gets sliced. Fly as well. Triple kill for QO. Omni slash it up. Notal will appear over next to MP, but another time lock, another Crit, and it's a hit for the Faceless Void. MVP, a huge fight for them, and this is the big one. They keep the PA alive, so now they can go for Roshan. Miracle, he will try and be a problem child, and the blank up. QO gets clipped by Moon. He needs a way to jump down. He's waiting for it. Stifling Dagger, still Phantom Strike, actually on cooldown. He missed the timing for it. Miracle being pumped down a little bit further by the bash. Roshan, it does go the way of MVP with the Aegis Immortal into the hands of PA. For OG to protect this tier 3 tower. Quick time dilation. The bashes. The time lock. Miracle. He has to Timberchain himself away, but Dubu charge forward. He's got the low sword protected by QO. Again, a bad 3-man wall. Fly as well. Bashed up. Critted up. Dubu will get the double kill. And now no buybacks for both the SD as well as the Timber. This could be a top raxing at the moment. The only chance for a counter is Notal in the bottom lane to push that tier 3, but he needs to come home. The Timber is up in 11 thanks to that Bloodstone. But MVP, they take down the melee racks. They'll take the range as well. MVP, they have just won 2 great fights, maybe 3.5 in a row, and then claim the first rack.
Although I think it would have better if it came out earlier, because then Timbersaw wouldn't have to build a Lotus Orb. He could actually go for more armor, so he can deal with and tank the PA.
Well, at least he's got the casual plate mail to go with his Lotus Orb. So there's some of QO picked up. Moon found the initiation. Remember, QO still has an Aegis Immortal for Rev, trying to make a little bit of space. He's waiting for it. Let the Aegis Immortal trigger before he goes for the vac wall combo. Miracle takes half the life of QO. A quick, oh no! Careful of the Stifling Dagger. We said he was fragile. One Stifling Dagger almost removes half of his life. Miracle, again on the front lines, actually getting a bash with the Stifling Dagger. The Chrono, it caught no tail on the back lines. They're looking for the kill. Crit, the charge from Dubu, bypassing the Chrono. They're looking for the back support. The wall will split this fight up. QO is just so big. He's ripping apart the back line of OG. Moon will join him. No tail's trying to create some help, but the Omni Slash did practically nothing. They group up together. Now the boulder forward. MVP. Now they've gone a little bit too deep themselves. QO will drop almost 1,000 gold for his death, going the way of Crit. And Miracle, he's looking for the kill on Dubu as well. Swirling Death, Timber Chains. It looks almost too easy. Crit with the double kill from the kick. Just on the edge of it, but he's not triggering the scan.
Oh, MP.
Oh, he just jumped himself in. Can they find the kill in time? He's still got Time Walk available, but MP, no. Crit's too good on the silence. The charge is coming forward, but MVP, they really want to fight this. Crit, he boulders himself into 4 heroes. SC defensive disruption. Making so MVP can't find the kill and move on to the next one. It's Crit in the back lines, the back into the wall again. Miracle is caught in the middle of the lineup, but it won't be a bad catch. Not when Dubu splits the kill. He finds the Crit, and then they move to Miracle. They need the bash, they need the control. Lotus Orb helping Miracle for the moment. They stifling. He jumps back in again. There's your first bash. Where's your control? Dubu's going to bring it. Another charge forward. 3 down for OG. It might be 4, but Miracle is just still so damn tanky. And Dubu has to be careful around that. They can find the other core. It's Moon. Flying himself over the hill. QO bashing, striking from the high ground. Killing him off. Miracle still trying to salvage this fight somehow, but it's basically 9k on 5 at the moment. He'll Lotus Orb up, Timber Chain away, the Chakram damage. Dubu was low, chains up in 1 second time. Now the bash is Miracle, can't get away. QO again, finding the try and come in from the left side. It could have been an attempt for Roshan, but Roshan's not available yet, and they put Febby on the front lines. Now OG have picked up a new gem, but Febby already broke the smoke before he came in range of the gem, who is being carried on the Bat Rider. So Dubu, they just sent the tank forward, Lotus him up, and a double stun for Red Corpnat. The Chrono Speed, the Flame Break actually pushing Dubu back out again, but the Omni Slash will find the kill. But where is your follower? Miracle is controlled and moving the tree lines. QO and MP will follow him down. The Diffusal Blade charge on for Rev means the Juggernaut can chase him into the tree line as well, but this Darkseer wall makes it very, very difficult to fight. As they play Ringer Rosie, MP comes back in and no tail. Isolated around MVP. Miracle, the sole survivor, TP's home. They lost their tier 4 tower thanks to the creep wave in, but let's see that initiation again.
It's good enough.
Yeah.
We'll win a few fights with Bounty Hunter. Good enough.
That just shows how far MVP are ahead in
Their
this game.
teamwork is really phenomenal, though, with a lineup that's extremely difficult to execute.
The kick, nice on QO. They need to keep him controlled. The BKB helps him break free. Well, MP, there goes SD down again. They move over to Crit. Febby's back is over on the side. Maybe Crit, where's your damage? Where is your escape? MP still under the cover of the BKB. Will move forward over towards Moon, keeping the Bat Rider out this game. And in fact, a 3-man wall. The stuns, no tar being pushed through it too. He'll drop. Miracle, he just needs to do some damage, but he can't finish QO. QO will jump up. He'll kill Fly all over again. And GG, the game is over. MVP in a 70-kill, 39-minute game. Take game number 1 in this best-of-3 quarterfinal.
MVP played like refined cavemen that game.